Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Hope you enjoy yourself.
This is a story of Arun, who was always careless and ruthless in using his sarcastic words to ridicule others for fun, but he soon realized that words have power to hurt or please people, hence they must be used wisely. Arun was known for his sharp tongue. At work, at home, and even among friends, he had a habit of making sarcastic remarks, subtly putting others down. He never meant real harm, at least, that's what he told himself. It was all in good fun, just a way to make people laugh. But over time, his words had begun to sting, leaving unseen wounds on those around him. One Monday morning, Arun arrived at the office and saw his colleague, Ramesh, struggling with a presentation. The slides were messy, the numbers weren't aligning, and it was evident that Ramesh was under a lot of stress. Arun smirked and leaned against the desk. "Wow, Ramesh, did you let your 5-year-old nephew make this presentation?" The other colleagues chuckled, and Ramesh forced a weak smile. But Arun didn't notice the way Ramesh's shoulders slumped as he turned back to his screen. He didn't see the way his fingers hesitated over the keyboard, second-guessing every edit. At lunch, when Ramesh sat alone instead of joining the usual group, Arun barely registered it. And when Ramesh remained quiet during the afternoon meeting, Arun simply assumed he was having a bad day. What Arun never realized was that his words had been the final straw in a week full of self-doubt for Ramesh. That night, Ramesh sat at his desk at home, staring at his resignation letter. The next day, Arun stopped by the grocery store on his way home and encountered Priya, an old classmate. Priya had been a shy girl in school, often the target of Arun's casual teasing. He remembered how he used to call her Mouse, because she was so quiet. Back then, it had seemed like harmless fun, a joke everyone laughed at, including Priya, albeit hesitantly. Seeing her now, Arun smiled. "Hey, Mouse. It's been years." Priya's face darkened for a split second before she composed herself. "It's Priya," she said with a tight smile. Arun chuckled. "Oh, come on. That was just our thing, wasn't it?" Priya didn't laugh. Instead, she sighed. "Arun, do you remember how I stopped participating in class? How I avoided presentations? How I skipped school events?" Arun blinked. He had never thought much about it. "Well, you were just shy." Priya shook her head. "No, Arun. I was afraid of being laughed at. Every time I opened my mouth, I imagined people whispering mouse behind my back. Your words made me believe I wasn't worth listening to." A lump formed in Arun's throat. He wanted to argue, to say it hadn't been that serious, but Priya's eyes held too much truth. He had never considered the weight of his words, the scars they could leave long after the laughter had faded. That night, Arun couldn't sleep. Memories of all the times he had made casual remarks at others' expense flooded his mind. He thought about Ramesh, about Priya, about every person he had ever belittled for a joke. For the first time, he saw himself not as the witty friend or the confident co-worker, but as someone who had unknowingly hurt people. The next morning at work, Arun saw Ramesh sitting at his desk, staring at his computer screen blankly. Taking a deep breath, Arun approached him. "Hey, Ramesh," he said hesitantly. "About yesterday. I shouldn't have said what I did. Your work matters, and I had no right to put you down." Ramesh looked up, surprised. There was a long pause before he nodded slightly. Thanks, Arun. Arun didn't stop there. He made a conscious effort to watch his words, to lift others up instead of tearing them down. When a new employee fumbled during his first presentation, Arun was the first to offer support instead of ridicule. When his friends joked at someone's expense, he redirected the conversation. And slowly, he saw the difference. He noticed Ramesh speaking up more in meetings. He saw Priya's words settle in his heart, changing the way he treated people. He witnessed how kindness, like cruelty, had a ripple effect. One evening, months later, Arun received a message from Priya. I saw a girl at work today who reminded me of myself in school, quiet, nervous. But instead of teasing her, I encouraged her. I thought you'd like to know. Arun smiled. Words had power and were sharper than a sword. And for the first time, he was using them to build, not break. Moral of the story: never put others down, because words have weight. They can either build someone up or break them down. Choose wisely. Words have a lasting impact, whether positive or negative. People often underestimate the power of casual remarks, unaware of how deeply they can affect someone's confidence, self-worth, and emotional well-being. A single joke or sarcastic comment may seem harmless at the moment, but over time, these small wounds accumulate, leading to insecurity, fear, or even withdrawal. On the other hand, encouragement and kindness can help people grow, inspiring them to be their best selves. By choosing our words carefully and treating others with respect, we contribute to a culture of support and positivity, making the world a better place for everyone. In the end, what we say defines not only how others see themselves, but also who we are as people.
Thanks for watching and enjoying our inspiring videos. If you like our stories, do pool in your likes and wonderful comments about your views. Also, don't forget to subscribe now for more interesting content. Have a nice day. Let's meet again soon. Take care.